Ladies and gentlemen, the GMHL proudly presents to you the Bradford Rattlers and the Bancroft Rockhounds. The second time in as many weeks Bancroft makes their way to the Bradford West Scholenberry Arena here in Bradford to take on these Rattlers. Starting goalie for tonight's game for the Bancroft Rockhounds, number 31, Jonathan Horn. And making his GMHL and Bradford Rattler debut in net, number 35, Nikolai Urshov, native of Moscow, Russia. He makes his first touch as a member of the Bradford Rattlers. Behind the net, you're looking at Andrei Vachulik. Vachulik tried to work it back in front of the slot area, but it gets kept alive on a nice pinch-in made by Garbier. Intercepted by Schauler, sporting an alternate captain's A-patch on his jersey as well. So is Martin Nagy, and you see him here go right to the goal, and he will score! Martin Nagy puts the Rattlers up by one. Puck thrown back in, Grishatov after it. So that goal by Martin Nagy comes 50 seconds into this contest. Working back is number 21, Ben Pichet. He'll get it to the blue line. Shot from range was intercepted by Felix Chernovatsky. Chernovatsky plays it back for Sigelnik. A pass, here comes Alexei, whipping it across. Frolov is in, he'll shoot and score! Vadim Frolov makes it 2-0 for the Bradford Rattlers. Schaller back after it. He'll get it to Brunetsky. Back to Witkowski. His low shot went through, but just skittered on wide. Brunetsky can't keep the zone alive. I know the score clock still reads 0-0, where you're trying to figure it out. A little technical difficulty going on with our program here. So we'll try to fix this problem and get the score clock correct as it reads 2-0 for the Bradford Rattlers with 17:50 to go in the second period. Denis Kabanov exchanges for Brunetsky. Long pass, can't find Sebo Stanov. Twirling back, they're looking at Brent Gabier. Trying to work it back for Vachula, can't do so. Mattis pins up against the boards. Handled once more by Sebo Stanov. Sauces it to Kabanov, elevator it to Mattis. Cross seam pass to find Baxter. Baxter plays chip and chase, racing after it is Sebo Stanov. Baxter and Mattis. Forwards on for Rick Jackman's Rattlers. Rodskov and Alexei paired on defense. You see Pavel Rodskov, the former Bancroft Rockhound, against his former team, can make a nice touch pass. Receiving it is Mattis. He'll flip it into the corner, and first there is Sevostanov to leave it for Alexei. Alexei just couldn't get a shot in time. Pavel Rodskov punches it off the board, trying to get away from his man Jeremy Gamache. Baxter ran after it. He has it from the blue line, whips it into the opposite corner. Back after it is Brent Gabier. Fed it on through to Johan Clichet. Clichet pinned up against the boards by Mansurov. Clichet able to pick the puck up for Bancroft, and he'll skate out to the red line. Out his pocket pick by Mansurov. He'll get Nagy, trying to get his second goal of the contest. The backhander shot turned away by the glove of Horn. Charles Bergeron had a goal in their last outing here in Bradford. Shot dumped in from center, caught by the netminder Urshov, and is able to play back Chernovetsky can get it to the blue line, but it's taken over by Eastman. He'll try to flip it into the Rattlers zone, but he can't connect on anyone there. Florent Schaller, he gets sent to the deck on a physical check. Charles Beaupre after at number 3 for the Bancroft Rockhounds. Got it to center, punched in by nice play by Del Basso. Del Basso looking over the options, intercepted by Chernovetsky, and he'll whip it for Yalexi. Yalexi, a back pass to Greshatov. Schaller getting pinned up by Del Basso again, picked up by Chernovetsky. 15 minutes to go in the first period. Grishatov can play it up for Yalexi, has him here. Yalexi, nice move to get around Asada, backhander, nearly catching Horn off guard on the blocker side. Try to work it back, and that one gets sent down the length of the ice. Won't be touched, however, but they're going to wave off icing. Suda, an awkward pass here right in front of the net. Just going wide of everything there. Danger for the Rattlers there. Maxim Sigelnik left it. Frolov picks it up. Vadim Frolov on after it. He'll find Sigelnik, just went off of his returning stick, and so he'll whip it all the way to the opposite side of the blue line, where Brzezinski unable to keep the zone alive, and so Sigelnik starts back over for the Rattlers. Sigelnik goes low, looking for his options. Yalexi comes on the blue line, can't whip it towards him there. Sauce pass to Daniel Suda. Suda will go back down low, trying to sprawl Frolov, just couldn't get it to his stick. Soft clearing attempt, easily kept alive by Yalexi. It comes to Saris, nice move to whip it in front of the high slot, but just getting to it in time is Johan Cliche. Justice Schillingford on the ice, number 2 for Bancroft. Intercepted, high slot scoring chance here, just couldn't settle that puck down, was Charles Bergeron. That allows Bugwash to skate in for the Rattlers. A whipping shot and losing a stick on the play was Johan Cliche. Touched the high stick by Rodskov, and that's going to be a whistle. You're just tuning us in for tonight's contest. 2-0 for the Bradford Rattlers with 13:30 to go. I know the score clock doesn't read that. We're having some difficulties with our program here, so we'll fix this as soon as we can, most likely in the intermission, but just a heads up, we'll be updating the score for you guys more often. Again, 2-0 for the Bradford Rattlers. Kept it at the blue line. That hard shot from the blue line came off the stick of Andrei Vachulik, just going wide. Greshatov got it to Pinnin. Pinnin lost it to the blue line to Eastman, whipping it towards the high slot, picked off by Witkowski. Witkowski, big hit. That allows Bugwash to get into the high slot. His shot never got on through. Eastman, a backhand effort. Masaryk will go D to his man to Klesla. Kabanov turns back for Matas. He tried to spring Baxter, just not a lot of weight on that pass. Kabanov, a one-touch poking effort away from Baxter. Nathan Gilbert. Up the gut it comes to Schillingford. Schillingford, high slot, low one. Just went wide. Kept alive by McCaskey. McCaskey to the corner side. Mattes can't pitch up that puck off the clearing effort made by Grishatov. And so puck down the length of the ice. Icing called on the Rattlers with 12:12 to go in the first period. Puck sprawling from the blue line and a quick glove grab made by Urshov. Sorry about that brief pause in the action. Hey, look at the score clock. We got to figure it out. Florence Schaller, he'll cut in, just whipping it wide. Nagy was right there to deflect that puck out of the air, just couldn't do so. Bergeron flips it back to Nathan Gilbert. He'll stop behind the netminder Horn. Playing it back for Ross Maycock. Puck intercepted. Schaller picks it up. A shot, big save by Horn. Rebound is right there for Mansurov. Just couldn't handle that pass. Daniel Suda back after it for the Rattlers. He'll punch it to Florence Schaller. Schaller punches it to center. Ill-advised pass. Bancroft starting back in on the play of Andrei Vachulik. He and Mansurov collided. Florence Schaller back into the Rockhound zone. Schaller going wide, pinning up against Ross Maycock. Pair of 18s battling along there. Mansurov picks it up. Going back down low, just couldn't spring his man. It comes to Charles Bergeron. He just puts it on goal and gets a line change. Smart play made by Bergeron, who was on the ice for quite a long time. Felix Chernovatsky gets his way into the Rockhound zone, picks up his zone rebound and try to work in front of the net mouth. Unable to do so. Bancroft avoiding danger there. They're not trying to go down 3-0 in the first period against these Rattlers. 10:20 to go in this first period. 2-0 for the Bradford Rattlers by goals from Nagy and Schaller. Pavel Rodskov just worked his way around 3 players from the Rockhounds. Rodskov going wide, but he just lost it to Jacob Turan. Kept alive by Frolov. Punches it to Sigelnik to Frolov again. He'll go back down low to find Asaris. Asaris just overskated that puck. It gets chipped in over the line by Charles Beaupre. Beaupre hounding over Frolov at the blue line, but it comes to Asaris. Asaris looking for Sigelnik, but that pass was foiled by Martin Masaryk. Masaryk, he'll flip it down the length of the ice. Icing is called and will be official, and yes, it will. So with 9:40 to go in the first period, the Rockhounds have iced it, allowing the Rattlers to get a line change. Rockhounds aren't able to get a line change once you have iced the puck. Let's see if the Rattlers' fresh units can take care of this tired unit for Bancroft. Bugwash going right to the slot area. Pinnon may have got a flutter shot off there. Grishatov from the blue line. Shot went through, but not into the net as the netminder Horn was standing up strong there to deny Oleg. Grishatov paired on defense with Alexei Bernatsky. Vyacheslav Pinnon, number 26 in white, going behind netminder Jonathan Horn. Looking over his options is Pinnon to the net mouth. Nice defensive read was made by Jacob Turand. Witkowski battling over Turand again. It comes to Pinnon trying to work his way in front of the net. Can't do so. Loosen the skates. Coming in to help is Bugwash. He'll get it, just splitting the D between Grishatov and Bernatsky. So first after it is Oleg. Bernatsky found Witkowski, left it for Bugwash, just went behind him, so he races on after it on the opposite side of the rink to dump that puck into the zone. Took a funny hop on Jonathan Horn. He had it in his skates, but no damage done. Great forechecking on by the Rattlers, but just throwing that puck into a dangerous area was Bugwash. Rattlers so far have been doing a very good job on making plays and connecting on them. That was the opposite story in their last outing last Sunday against the Temiskaming Titans, who took down the Rattlers in overtime by a score of 2-1. Rattlers in that game were just forcing plays that weren't there. That was the theme of that game. The Rattlers have been very good so far in making plays here tonight. Andrei Vachulik, the Czech Republic native, worked it back into the front area. Comes to the blue line. We're keeping the zone as Brent Gabier. Kabanov punches up with Vachulik back into the corner. Baxter looking over the scene as he watches Kabanov battle with Vachulik, and a great save made by Urshov. We're glad everyone can join us here on this Sunday night on ice between the Bancroft Rockhounds and the Bradford Rattlers. This Tuesday at 1 p.m., the Rattlers will be hosting the new Tecumseh Civics here at the Bradford West Goldenberry Arena. That was originally supposed to be the Rattlers' home opener, but due to COVID restrictions and players testing positive, that game had to be pushed back, and so it got pushed back to the day of Tuesday for this week. Again, 1 p.m. start time. Hand pass, referee saw that. Rick Jackman throws on the Monsurov line with Schaller and Nagy. Rodskov and Alexei, the defenseman. Florent Schaller. Try to punch his man down. That's Martin Masaryk. He has it now. He'll get it off the boards and out of the zone. Monsurov kicking it back to himself. Play to Schaller. Florent Schaller, he's looking for two. He'll shoot off the glove of Horn. Rebound was loose in front of the net. Now it gets worked over behind. Monsurov takes a big whack at it. And a nice pad read made by Jonathan Horn to keep it a 2-1 lead for the Rattlers. Just shy of under 7 minutes to go in this first period of play. 1-0 was scored early. 50 seconds in, 1-0 for the Rattlers. And just a couple minutes after that, the Rattlers' Martin Nagy connected on a nice breakaway goal to make it 2-0 for the Rattlers. And that's where we currently sit. Maxim Sigelnik, he'll find Nagy. Andre Mattes rather. He whipped it for Frolov. Big rebound for Sigelnik. Just couldn't stash it in. Grishatov from the blue line to find Frolov. Off his rolling stick, so comes to Nathan Gilbert, laid a body on his man. Chernovatsky won't shoot. Grishatov will. Low looking for a deflection, couldn't get anything there. Steered aside with a purpose into the corner by Jonathan Horn. That allows Bancroft to get the puck off the glass and out of the zone. Martin Nagy on a 3-on-2 for the Rattlers. They got one more number churning back. Sigelnik won't shoot, gets it over to Mattes, whipping it towards the net mouth area. Intercepted by the Rockhounds, and up comes Charles Beaupre. The lone Rockhound player down into the Rattler zone. He's working at 1-on-5 right now. Maxim Sigelnik has Vyacheslav Pinin beside him. He'll give it to him here. Pinin a sharp angle bid. Pass in front of the net mouth by Sigelnik. No one was there. Dennis Kabanov back for the Rattlers. He'll try to spring Brunetsky just out of reach of him, and so he'll punch it back to his defense partner Kabanov up in center for Bugwash. He'll knife his way through the defense. Bugwash on the backhander, and I'm not quite sure what he did. Multiple players on the Rattlers have their arms up. The referee seemed to point towards the goal, but I believe Jonathan Horn was able to keep that puck out of the net. So we remain a 2-0 lead for the Rattlers. Nice play, though, by Bugwash to try to get himself a goal here tonight to make it 3-0. And if you're the Rockhounds, that's the last thing you want to do, is give the Rattlers more than a 2-goal lead at the end of 20 minutes of play. Rattlers still have 5 minutes exactly to work with in this first period. Let's see if they can get one back. Get another one to get a 3-0 lead. That would really put Bancroft on their heels. Alexei from the point, deflected on route by Bugwash. That's his second glorious scoring chance of this contest. I might as well say this shift. Budkowski got it to Alexei. Bunch of deflections en route, turned away by Horn. Battle in front there, and Horn's able to gobble that puck up and hold with no further play, with 4:32 to go in the first period of play. Bradford Rattlers currently sitting at 14-2-1. Bancroft sitting at 9-12-1. Andrei Vachulik gains his way into the Rattler zone. He'll whip it on goal. A calm first baseman stop there was made by Urshov. Urshov hasn't been tested a whole lot. But on the shots he has faced, he has been perfect. As the score clock reads 2-0 for the Bradford Rattlers. Stevo Stanoff picked his pocket. Lost it to Aceris. Anthony Aceris back after it, whipping it towards the goal. Deflection en route, and it comes up and out of play. They're going to say it went off Baxter, allowing the faceoff to come outside of the Rockhound zone. Monserov on the faceoff. Rattlers able to win it. Andre Matis, nice between the legs move, looking over. He'll get it to the blue line to Chernovetsky. Keeps his own alive. Stevo Stanoff, or pardon me, that is Matis rather. Unable to whip it in front of the net mouth. Breaking on in is Andre Vachulik. Nagy got it over to Matis. Couldn't settle down that puck. A pair of 20s go into the corner. Johan Clichet lost it off the foot. Grishatov back after it. Handled by Matis, going down low to Monserov. Can't get a shot in time. He'll look for one here. Gives it over to Nagy. Nice sachet pass looking for Matis. Just couldn't connect for him. Monserov pirouettes his way around one check. Still with that puck now, but just putting it into a dangerous area. And intercepting that pass was Andre Vachulik. He'll head off on a change. Rattlers with all sorts of pressure in this first period. Martin Nagy off the boards to Monserov, whipping it into the Rockhound zone. Icing will be waved off. Frolov will meet his man Beaupre into the corner. Pardon me, that is Martin Masaryk. Masaryk still back after it. He'll play it for Gamache. Masaryk sent that puck in from the wrong side of center, resulting in an icing call against the Bancroft Rockhounds. I was going to say the Temiskaming Titans, I guess they're still on my mind after the thriller that we saw between them last Sunday in overtime. Rattlers unfortunately unable to get the extra point in overtime, as that one skittered up out of play. They're going to say it went off a Rockhound player, so the faceoff will stay inside of the Rockhound zone. With 2:36 to go in this first period, a relatively fast start and fast period. All in favor for the Bradford Rattlers. They still hold a 2-0 lead. Suda to Brunetsky. He'll chip it back down into the corner. Frolov is after it. Vadim Frolov looking over the scene. He'll get it to Suda. Hard pass. Quick shot going wide on the glove hand. Brunetsky shovels it back into the play of Sigelnik. A backhander effort was ill-advised, and that allows Bancroft to get back into the zone. Red Gabier working it back behind. Yelektra took an awkward bounce into the corner. Or pardon me, that was Sigelnik rather. Frolov and his men convene into the boards. Beaupre lofted it towards the goal, handled by Urshov, and he'll elect to play it for Suda. Breakaway pass just couldn't quite find Florin Schaller. Maxim Sigelnik with 1:45 to go in the first. Vadim Frolov, he'll find Schaller. Schaller able to knife his way into the Rockhound zone. He'll pirouette and look over his options to Frolov. A backhander, he scores! Vadim Frolov makes it 3-0 for the Bradford Rattlers. So Frolov doubles down here tonight, picks up his second goal of the period. Schaller and Yeleksy get the assists. Off the side of the cage, Vyacheslav Pinin hits Nathan Gilbert into the boards. Gilbert quickly gets it off the boards and out to Justice Shillingford. Shillingford lost it to Witkowski. Laid it on ahead to Yalexi. Him and Pinnin collide in their own zone. Pavel Rodskov is after it. He's pressured effectively by Justice Shillingford. Sevostenov up to Witkowski. Witkowski with under a minute to go in the first period. He'll look, leave it for Sevostenov. Now to Yalexi. He'll tee one up and shoot one just wide. Chernovatsky whipped it towards the goal to the play of Sevostenov. Just couldn't handle it down until Andrei Vachulak got on after it. He's separated perfectly by Braden Yalexi. Chernovatsky hits his man up onto the boards. That was Shillingford. He seems to be a little shaken up on that play. Laid it on ahead for Baxter, and he's able to whip it and comes tumbling into the end boards. With 10 seconds to go, Bancroft just has to survive. Johan Clichet punches it back for Brent Gabier with 2 seconds and now 1. And as you hear the horn to end period number 1. After 20, the Rattlers 3, the Rockhounds 0. We'll be back for the second period of action after this intermission. Second period sets get underway here from the Bradford West Goldenberry Arena. Bradford Rattlers hold a 3-0 lead over the Bancroft Rockhounds. Mansurov got it in right on goal to Horn. He'll make a save and cover. 19:46. Left in the second period. Quick face-off. Alexei and Rodskov are the two on defense for the Rattlers. Mansurov, quick shot. Oh, that hit Nagy right in the midsection. But he has the puck again. Nagy to Alexei. His hard shot just went up and high right in front of the net mouth. Scramble in front of the net mouth. And Nagy unable to stash it in the goal. As coming up strong was Jonathan Horn. Again, if you're just tuning in here tonight, Nikolai Urshov in goal for the Bradford Rattlers, making his Rattler debut. Jonathan Horn in net for Bancroft. You're looking at the Vadim Frolov line on the ice for these Rattlers. Sigilnik tried to punch it back off the faceoff to himself. Masaryk left it. Drop pass and a shot. He scores! Frolov picks up the hat trick. Vadim Frolov having himself quite the night. Bogwash off the faceoff, unable to pull it on back. Faceoff was won by Yasevs. Masaryk picks it up from Beaupre. Masaryk whipped it on across. That one was spot back in by Jeremy Shaw and handled off by Urshov. Vadim Frolov with the hat-trick goal. Grishatov and Sigilnik got the assist on that goal. That's a high shot coming from Stillingford. Nearly picked the top corner. Yasevs picks it up for Bancroft. Beaupre got it back over to Yasev. Yasev get it to Del Balzo just out of his stick. Daniel Suda on after it. They will wave off icing. Suda gets it over to Dennis Kabanov. He'll get it to Pinnin. A touch pass to Bogwash. He has a 2-on-1 coming with Witkowski. Witkowski has it to Bogwash, just going up in front and wide of the target. Pinnin flips it to Witkowski. Witkowski centering front for Bogwash. Rebound was loose and stashing it in and scoring on his stomach while falling down was Witkowski. And it is 5-0 for the Bradford Rattlers. Not even 2 minutes into the second period, the Rattlers have potted in 2 new goals. Hat-trick goal by Frolov, and the 5th goal coming from Witkowski. Quite a skillful goal. He was falling down when he put that puck into the cage. Bogwash gets the assist. As well as Vyacheslav Pinnin. Anthony Serra slept it for Sevostenov. Sharp angle bid caught out of the air by Jonathan Horn. Mansurov's line will come on. He, Nagy, and Schaller. Charles Bergeron on the faceoff for Bancroft. Pulled it back to his defenseman. Bancroft just can't get out of the zone. Off the glass and out. That one finally comes out. Pavel Rodskov on after it. He'll flip it for Alexei. Intercepted by Bergeron at the blue line. He'll skate his way in. Nice play by Rhodeskov to get his men off the puck. Mansurov touch pass to Nagy. Martin Nagy got his way. Just couldn't get around Johan Clichet. Schaller was back in after it, but it gets turned back on the other side where Charles Bergeron can settle it down for Bancroft. Only got to center. Alexei tried to backhand pass that one into the zone, but it allows Bachulik to get back for Bancroft. Martin Nagy can find Schaller. Florent Schaller 1-on-2, looking over his options as Nagy trailing, leaving it for Mansurov. Couldn't get anything there. Mansurov going to the high slot, trying to punch it for Schaller, can't do so. Grishitov elevating it to the front of the goal, off a body. Martin Nagy trying to work his way from Bergeron. Nagy still on after it, had their opening goal here tonight for the Rattlers. Eastman, a backhand pass, doesn't come out of the zone, kept alive by Chernovatsky. He'll get a shot away, looking for Mansurov on the redirection, can't get it. Mansurov back in after it, pressured over by Bergeron. Nice keep in by Grishitov. Just lost the handle, puck slapped in just as far as center. I was almost anticipating that play was Chernovatsky. He gets into the zone, but the Rattlers are offside. Approaching 5 minutes played in the second period. 5-0 for the Bradford Rattlers. Face-off one, a set play, and Frolov, you hear the frustration on that one as he just lost the handle on that puck. Vadim Frolov picking it up again. He leaves it for Sigelnik. A backhand dish to Mattes. He'll shoot that one into the glove of Jonathan Horn, and he will cover with no further play. A pair of 21s line up on the face-off, Pichet and Sigelnik, but it's won by Bancroft's Pichet. On the opposite side, kept alive by Frolov. He and Bernetsky switch spots. Pass came from the slot. Sigelnik unable to get a shot in time. That allows Ben Pichet to try to get around Kabanov. Jeremy Gamache back after it, leaving it for Beaupre, intercepted by Kabanov. He whips it off the boards to the play of Nagy. Kept alive by Jacob Torand. Yasev's at the point. That one kicked down by Urshov. Charles Beaupre after it, quickly snagged out of the air by Urshov. Now Urshov starting to get tested here in his first action here in the GMHL, and he's been lights out so far. He's been perfect. Sebastian Del Balzo on after the puck to Yasev. Yasev deflected en route by Sillingford, losing it to Alexei. He'll pinch it on the near wing to Witkowski, has a goal here tonight. Adam Witkowski stopping over his man, getting sent to the ice, but Alexei walks in. He'll shoot right into the breadbasket of the netminder Horn. Bancroft able to switch up their personnel. Bogwash lines it on the face-off for the Rattlers. Coming to greet him is number 4, Charles Bergeron. Bergeron's been very good tonight on the face-offs, but the Rattlers doing a great job forechecking and pressuring the defensive players for Bancroft, allowing in a turnover. Bogwash leaving it for Pinnan. Pinnan tried to slash it towards the net, just couldn't do so. Pinnan back on after it. He'll work it away, intercepted, however. But Chulak on after it. He's hounded over by Braden Alexei. He won that 50-50 battle. Pavel Rhodeskov skates out for Bradford. Rhodeskov was met by Bergeron. Nice keep in by Pinnan. He'll whip it to Sevostenov. Looking for Baxter, just couldn't reach him in time. Andrei Vachulek after it as far as center to Grichetov. Lobs it back into the zone out of the reach of Horn. Picking it up is Asaris. Anthony Asaris back down low. Asaris picking it back up from Baxter. Intercepted pass. Vachulek picks it up and just getting a poke in there on time was Grichetov. He'll skate back in but losing the play. Anthony Asaris got stood up there by Charles Bergeron. Rattlers back into the zone. It's Chernovetsky. His shot blocked down with a purpose by Horn. Asaris in, leaving it for Sevostenov. He was battling back down low with Martin Masaryk. Oleg Grichetov got it to center. Intercepted and ill-advised pass goes through everybody. And so Horn can whip it back around on the opposite side where Masaryk and Sevostenov convene in the corner. Nice play by Chernovatsky. He keeps his zone alive, but it gets pressured off to Schaller. Florin Schaller in on after it. Has Suda and Chernovatsky on defense. The center just out of the reach of Anthony Asaris. He was on a line change anyway. He's gassed. Nathan Gilbert for Bancroft. Off the boards, but not out. Mansurov just overskated that puck. It comes over to Masaryk and now to Ben Pache. Pache in for the Rockhounds again, intercepted. And now it's the Rockhounds' turn that are forcing plays that aren't there. A 2-on-1 developing for the Rattlers. It's Mansurov whipping it towards goal on a sachet effort. Just couldn't put it back in. Collision in the corner boards. Mansurov still back after it, cutting it towards the high slot. And he's still after it again. What a shift by Mansurov here. Beaupre overskated that one to Nagy. Losing the play there. Ben Pache able to slap that puck up and out of the zone. Finally. As the 5 players on for the Rockhounds are just gassed. Mansurov with that drop pass to no one. Starting back for the Rockhounds. That's number 20, Brent Gabier. Half-forward battle prevailed by Rozkov. He'll like to get it to Suda out of the reach of him. Mattes back after it. He'll look for Sigelnik on a 2-on-1 with Frolov. Sigelnik holds, waits, dekes his way around and just shot it wide of the cage. Ran out of real estate. Frolov to the high slot. A curl and drag move. Still on that puck is Vadim Frolov. Has 3 goals here tonight, looking for 4. Nice pivot move by Frolov. Lost it to Del Balzo. Coming to help is Sigelnik hard on that puck. Justice Schillingford got it out of the zone, but the Rattlers quickly send that puck back in. Yasev's intercepted by Mattes. Mattes whips it over top of the net from Horn. That one slapped way into the Rattler bench. Look out. Face-up won by Bergeron. Aerial lift to center, picked off by the Rattlers. Adam Witkowski just couldn't sprawl Vyacheslav Pinin on that pass. Coming back after it is Pavel Rozkov. Puck chipped up once again and out of play again. .9:44 time remaining in the second period. Rattlers hold a 5-0 lead over the Bancroft Rockhounds. To the blue line it comes Gamache, whipped it towards the goal just wide. Grichetov leaving it for Asaris. He'll find Baxter. Oleg Grichetov after it, whipping it across to Pinin. Lead chance here and a sharp angle bid coming from Bergeron. Getting a piece of that was Urshov. Ross Maycock back after it. He fed it along for Andrei Vachulik. Battle right in front of the Bancroft bench, prevailed by Sevostanov on a 1-on-2 battle. Reshetov is back after it. Oleg Waits being hounded by 21 Ben Pichet, native of St. Jerome, Quebec. Sevostanov, nice drop pass to Asaris. Asaris has back serve, they can hurry. Asaris holds, shoots that one, knife down by Horn. Ben Pichet getting it, trying to get out of his own zone, lost it over for Maycock, he's able to slap it as far as center. Reshetov back in the zone, look at him, knife his way around everyone from Bancroft. Lost it to the corner, but Schaller picks it up. Schaller right in front of the net mouth was lost by 3 players on Bancroft, and picking it up is Mansurov. Right to the front, all alone, whipping it off the post. Rebound and swiping that one out of danger with Sebastian Del Balzo. Or it might have been Ben Pichet saving that goal. 2-on-1 for the Rattlers. Again, it's Nagy. He'll shoot that one just wide. Kamesh lost it over from his stick. Mansurov punching it over on the opposite wing. That one gets sent back down, and an icing call against Bancroft. You're looking at the Vadim Frolov line out here tonight. Frolov having a hat trick for himself. Justice Schillingford after it. He's hounded over by Suda, losing it over to Andre Mattes. You'll find Maxim Sigelnik with Frolov with him. Frolov picks it up, but Sigelnik was just offside. .7:31 time remaining. Face-off just coming outside of the Rockhounds zone. Nagy and Mansurov come onto the ice surface along with Schaller. Suda and Kabanov on defense. Denis Kabanov got it over to Daniel Suda. Suda picking it up, but he got his pocket picked over by Bergeron. Bergeron got it to the high slot, intercepted, loose after it was Schaller. He punches it over to Nagy. Martin Nagy, Rattlers have numbers. It's Schaller holding, firing, and he scores! Florian Schaller gets one on the board. It is 6-0 for the Bradford Rattlers. Gamache kept the zone alive for Bancroft. It comes back down low to the play of Charles Beaupre. Beaupre after it, losing the handle. Rodskov getting it over to Sigelnik. Maxim's into the zone, leaving it for Andre Mattes. Whipping it over to the slot, handled by Alexei. He'll turn and fire one just wide. Sigelnik hit from behind, dangerous play, but no call. Frolov turns and fires, and he gets sent to the deck. Probably should have said he hit the deck instead of ghost the deck. Just under 6 minutes to play in this second period between the Rockhounds and the Rattlers on this Sunday night on ice. We're glad everyone can join us here on this Sunday night. as they're looking at Maxim Sigelnik. Getting into the Rockhound line, leaving it for Frolov. He'll shoot, blocked. Jamie Eastman got a leg out of that shot. Shillingford shot it from range, gloved down by Urshov, and he will cover. Dominating performance by Bradford so far in this contest. Eastman keeps his own. He'll go D to Gabier, or pardon me, Martin Masarek. Big hit on the opposite wing. Vyacheslav Pinin got his men down on the ice. Stretch pass for Vyacheslav Pinin, has Witkowski and Bugwash with them. Bugwash picks it up, he'll shoot, try to go five-fold, denying that one. Was Horn. Grishitov, Bugwash can't get a shot in time. Pinin on both of his knees, trying to get that puck back in front of the net mouth. Just couldn't do so as McCaskey made a great job getting that puck out of the zone. But it was quickly slapped in by the Rattlers, Grishitov. Approaching 4 minutes to play. In the second period, it remains a 6-0 lead, and this game has been all Bradford Rattlers. Oleg Grishitov has Baxter heading towards goal, uses him here. Baxter denied by Horn. That's a big right pad save for him. Andrei Vachulek gave it away to Baxter, or pardon me, Sevostanov rather. And he was able to get his pocket picked by Martin Masarek. Vachulek on after it. He dumped it into the zone. Chernovatsky can play it over. And picking up that one-touch pass by Aceris is Baxter. Leaving it for Anthony Aceris. A backhand toe drag move. Can't get around Vachulek. Vachulek into the Rattlers zone. It's Bergeron. He'll shoot that one. Turned away. Rebound and that follow-up try. Two great stops made by Nikolai Urshov. And he is showing the Rattlers he belongs here tonight, as he has been lights out. Nagy just overskated that puck, but he picks it right back up. Nagy has Schaller with him. Martin Nagy, toe drag move, and he collides into his band right in front of the net. That's that shot caromed wide. Dennis Kabanov after it to Nagy. He slashes it into the zone. After it first is 14 for the Bancroft Rockhounds. That is Jacob Torrent, native of Lloydminster. Puck slapped in, hit the official, or pardon me, one of the linesmen. Monsura back into the Rockhound zone. He'll leave it for Schaller. Schaller going behind, a toe drag move around. Two Rattlers collide. Puck is on the side of the net, and the referee might have to blow the whistle here, and he will do so. Face-off won by the Bancroft Rockhounds. Alexi chipped it over. Mikowski losing it over. Alexi still back after it. Vadim Frolov, that was a pretty move to get that puck to himself, but Shillingford is right there to intercept. Shillingford brings it in, but just offside for the Bancroft Rockhounds. In the past few whistles, the score clock has kept rolling. We are now down to 1:05 to go in the second period. And so I believe the Bancroft Rockhounds have elected to let the time run. So I believe it's going to be a relatively short game, or a short broadcast. The game will still stay the same length. They'll still be playing an hour's worth of hockey. But as far as intermissions and all that stuff goes, post whistles after everything like that, Going to be a bit of a shorter broadcast, so we apologize for that little inconvenience, but hey, Rattlers are in the driver's seat right now, so not too much to complain about if you're on the side of the Bradford Rattlers. They're wearing their home whites with green and yellow trim. Bancroft in their away, black with gold and white trim. Again, halfway through the season, I believe it is coming up, or I'm not too sure if they're going to do it this year, but normally what happens, halfway through the season, the Rattlers will switch from their white jerseys to their green. Not too sure if we've approached that deadline or if they're going to do it at all, as the Rattlers are way offside. And that will conclude the second period of play, because we are doing runtime, and I believe this will carry over to the second period. So after 2, Rattlers 6, Rockhounds nothing. We'll be back for the third period after this. Third period of action set to get underway here between the Rockhounds and the Rattlers. 6-0 for the Bradford Rattlers to start this third. Dominating performance all around by these boys in white. Monsurov lost his stick right there, but gets picked right back up by Nagy. He punches it over to center. Monsurov racing after it, lost his edge there, but back in comes Bergeron, intercepted. Schaller takes a tumble there. And Monsurov and Bergeron applied it at center. Nagy picking it up for the Rattlers. Nagy back into the zone, lost it. Monsurov tried to glove it down, can't do so, but he punches it back, and a whistle and a hand pass called with just about 40 seconds elapsed in this third period. Again, if you're just tuning in here, about halfway through the second, the Rockhounds elected to go for runtime. So when the whistle happens, the clock will not stop. It'll just keep running down and running down. Game's definitely not over yet, but it looks pretty good for Rattlers. Face-off one, Turand at the blue line. He whipped it towards the goal, just wide of everyone. Gamache back after it. He lost it and overskated it. Monsurov punched it over. Elevator past 10. Nagy tried to swat that one down. Can't do so. Monsurov and Nagy. Back after it. Schaller leaving it over for Monsurov to Kabanov. DDD pass to Grishitov. He'll walk in. He rang it off the pipe. Great chance for the Rattlers to go up by 7. Schaller a backhand dish to the net mouth. No one there for the Rattlers to connect on that pass. Lead change on across. Kabanov hit the deck there on that check coming from Ben Pichet. Kabanov getting it over to Schaller off the glass and out. Masaryk gloved it down, but he's racing after it against Monsurov. Nice play by Monsurov, whipping it towards the net mouth and handling that puck and playing it is Jonathan Horn. Lead pass for Ben Pichet. He dumps it into the Rattlers then. Oleg Grishitov is the first after it. He's paired on defense with this shift for Kabanov, leaving it for Sigelnik. Sigelnik has Frolov and Mattis to work with here. Puck got turned back. Handled off by Jamie Eastman. Eastman right in front of the Rockhound bench. Complete to Schillingford. A drop pass, losing it to Mattis. Andre gets into the zone. Number 20 you see there in white. Looking over his options, getting it back down low to Frolov. Frolov leaving it for Jamie Eastman for Bancroft, but it comes over to Mattis again. His shot knifed down with the purpose by Horn. Brzezinski got to Chernovalski. His shot blockered down but loose. Masaryk twirls away around from Frolov. He sent his man off balance. Turning it back, kept alive by Chernovalski. He'll get it, a redirection by Frolov, just coming off wide off the stick of Masaryk. Chernovalski peels back from the Rattlers zone, whipping it for Pinnin. Pinnin leaving it for Sigelnik. He's the lone Rattler down. Sigelnik, oh, what a chance there. Got collided with in front by Nathan Gilbert. He left for a knee-on-knee penalty, but none coming. Justice Schillingford picks up that puck. He left it for Pinnin. Picks it off again, whipping it towards goal. Intercepted and skated out by Johan Clichet, but the Rattlers doing all sorts of forecheck and keep the puck in the zone, and they'll keep doing so. But Katsky backhands it for Pinnin. Can't connect with Bugwash. Late chance for Yalexi, leaving it for Wachowski. Backhand dish by Yalexi. Jonathan Horn plays it off. Nathan Gilbert from his own zone, hounded by Witkowski. It comes to the sprawling play of Yasevs. Pavel Rodskov, the former Bancroft Rockhound, on the ice here, played it over to center. Chipped away from McCaskey. Or pardon me, that's Ross Maycock, native of Picton, Ontario. Jonathan Horn plays it to Jacob Turand. Can't find his man, so Yalexi can pick it off. First to get it against Andrei Vachulik. Vachulik picking it back up, number 19 for Bancroft. You see him work away up to center. Ross Maycock getting into the zone, can't get by Rodskov. And so it comes to Vachulik once more. Pavel Rodskov and Yalexi watching over him. They put two bodies on him, trying to get that puck free, a corner boards battle. It comes to Bergeron. Bergeron got stood up by Saris in front, rather. Baxter battling away with Vachulik, and it comes to Sevostanov. Has Saris heading towards the goal, has Baxter on the high side, uses him here. Baxter blocker down by Horn. Sevostanov, while falling, whipped it towards the goal just wide. Aerial lift as far as the Rattlers blue line, but Kabadov can see that pass get worked by him, and he'll pick it up with 14:33 to go as all sorts of chaos is happening in front of the Rattler bench. I believe they're electing for a too many men on the ice call against the Bancroft Rockhounds. Another aerial dump to center. Mansurov can't knife that one down. It comes to Beaupre. Beaupre hounded a bit there by Kabadov. Physical ride there and a whistle, and a unsportsmanlike conduct penalty will be assessed here, I believe, to the Bradford Rattlers. Sergei Sevostanov heads to the box for 2 for unsportsmanlike conduct. I believe he said something to the official while he was skating by, and most officials don't take too kindly to those words nonetheless. Power play, unit number 1 starting for Bancroft, and they have 7 players on the ice. Pardon me, 6 rather. First power play of this contest, it belongs to Bancroft. Vachulik, D-to-D, he got it over. A one-timer drive was loose in front there. Urshov able to swat that one out of danger, and Pidden on the backhand dump attempt was successful, and that'll clear a good portion of the power play off. Czech Republic's Andrei Vachulik, number 19, skating it out to center. Maycock leaving it over for his man. Out comes Bergeron. That's a nice move getting towards the goal, and Urshov ran him out of real estate there. Maycock to the blue line. Comes over a drive, caught and loose out of the glove of Urshov, and able to clear the zone as Adam Witkowski. Brent Gabier get out back over to Maycock. Keeping it as Bergeron back to Ben Pichet. He'll get it to the blue line. Gabier a shot, glove down by Nikolai Urshov, and no further play. Puck drop with exactly 12 minutes to go in this third period. Again, if just tuning in, they are doing run time for the remainder of this contest. As when you're down by a certain amount of goals, you do have the option to let the official know, hey, we got to get run time here. We got to get the you-know-what out of here. But let's see what Bancroft can do with 20 seconds remaining on their power play. Johan Cliche, a drop pass. No one there. Maxim Sigelnik rushing in short-handed. Got his way through the net mouth. Dropped it for Bogwash, and that's a great, tremendous read made by Jonathan Horn. That's close. I know, like it's. Florence Schaller. You see him there, 18 with the puck, worked it in front of the net mouth. Nagy couldn't stash that one in past Horn. Nagy to the blue line. It comes to Rozkov, the former Rockhound. Alexei shot that one just wide with 10:40 to go in the third period. 6-0 for the Bradford Rattlers. It's Rozkov again, deflected, looking for Schaller. Couldn't get a stick on it. Picking up is Brett Gabier. Kristaps Yasev able to get it to his return man, Jacob Turin. Rozkov chipping it up. Del Basso picks it up, but the Rockhounds are just offside with 10 minutes to go in the third period. Hey, it was all Rattlers. It seems like as soon as warm-up started, this entire game has just been dominated and controlled by the Bradford Rattlers. They've controlled the speed, they've controlled the pace, they've controlled the physicality, they've most importantly controlled the puck, and maybe a little more important, they've controlled the score on the big board. Above the netminder, Nikolai Urshov, that reads 6-0 for the Bradford Rattlers as Witkowski sends his man to the deck hard, and shaken up on the play is the player from Bancroft. Not quite sure exactly who that is. I believe that's Sebastian Del Balzo on the ice for Bancroft. Good thing is, Sebastian Del Balzo is able to leave the ice surface under his own power. That's a terrific start, as the entire time he was holding his wrist area, and I believe he injured himself either on the hit or on the fall to the ice. I believe just a combination of both, just an awkward play there. We do help Sebastian. The injury isn't too serious, and we would hope to see him back on the ice surface here tonight as Oleg Grishitov steps into his man. Bergeron picks it back up, but Pinnin and Bogwash collide and regain possession of that puck, sending in on goal, handled off by Horn. Ross Maycock was collided with by Mansurov. He and Pinnin are back down low, intercepted by Masaryk. Can't get out of the zone. Schaller back after it. Intercepted by Maycup, and up comes Shillingford. Just as Shillingford, number 2 for Bancroft, stops into the Rattlers zone, looking over the scene and dumps it back down low. Puck gets flipped up into the Rattler bench, up and out of play off of Johan Clichet. 7:30 time remaining in this final frame of regulation, and safe to say final frame of this contest. As the mountain's just looking a little too steep right now for Bancroft to crawl and climb up. Mountain's too tall, hole's too deep. And you get the story, it's 6-0. Johan Clichet got it back over. Ben Pichet is in on after it for Bancroft. It comes out as Nagy can lift it over to Schaller. Rolled off of his stick, punching it on back is Nathan Gilbert. Jeremy Gamache leaving it for Beaupre. Montserrat sharp angle bid was loose and behind the cage. Picked up now by Bancroft. I believe the puck went out of the zone and back in, but the Rattlers were just offsides with 6:30 to go in this contest. Netminder Nikolai Urshov for the Bradford Rattlers has been perfect thus far. We know what's at stake right now, but we don't want to say it. In his first ever GMHL game, Pavel Rodskov left it over for Andre Mattes. Mattes to Sigelnik. Holds and lost handle of that puck and lost handle of the zone. Back in comes Ross Maycock dumping it in. Nikolai Urshov can see that puck being picked up by Braden Alexi. Alexi off the boards to Mattes. Mattes a stretch aerial lift trying to find Frolov, knocked down by McCassie. Maycock couldn't lift that stick into his possession, so Rodskov can punch it away from McCaskey once more. Whipping a pass picked off by Alexi. He'll whip it back down into the corner. Vyacheslav Pinin after it. Nice move to get on a one-time shot by Frolov, patted down by Horn. Kabanov can see that puck come out of the zone, retrieves it over for Rodskov, and back it comes to Vyacheslav Pinin. Pinin, nice hustle, get back into the Rockhounds zone. He'll go into the net, handled and covered by the netminder Jonathan Horn. Just under 5 minutes to go in the third period. Bugwash's line comes up. On his right and left side is Adam Witkowski and Vyacheslav Pinin. Puck took a funny bounce off a stanchion, comes right back to Grishitov, and he slaps it back into the zone. Unable to sell that pass down is Ben Pichet, and so the Rockhounds have iced it. Witkowski's lines will stay on. Grishitov and Kabanov paired up on defense here tonight with 4:10 to go in this third period. Skating back is Martin Masaryk. Leaving it for Andrei Vachulik, and racing up the wing is Ben Pichet. Grishitov got into the zone, leaving it for Pinin. A one-timer shot handled into the breadbasket of Jonathan Horn with 3:40 to go. Tyler Baxter's line heads on. He has Sebostanov and Asaris. Chernovatsky and Brunetsky man the defense. Collision in front, Justice Schillingford. Little shaken up after that play. He has to go into the corner and retrieve his stick. Shot stopped by Urshov after that dumping attempt from center by Gamache. Eastman a slap shot blocker down by Urshov. Schillingford hard forechecking, but it's lost to the Rattlers. Sebostanov with Asaris. Sebostanov can dump it in. Asaris back after it for the Rattlers. Chernovatsky getting it to Asaris once more. A backhand dish was picked off by Schillingford, and he can skate it up to center. Schillingford, that's a beautiful move, and he gets sent to the ice by Chernovatsky. And Shillingford is down, and he is shaken up after that hit. Under 2 minutes to play. In this third period, it's still a 6-0 lead for the Bradford Rattlers. Pavel Rodskov can play it to Alexei. Martin Nagy to Mansurov. He'll find Schaller. Schaller holds to the slot area. It does not go in. Handled off on the red line by Jonathan Horn. What a save by him. Skelnick's line comes back onto the ice. Frolov, his shot handled and covered by Jonathan Horn. Frolov is looking for 4 as we hit the final minute of regulation time. Vadim Frolov getting it over to Andre Matis. Sigelnik held for Rodskov. His shot high over the net by Rodskov. Braden Alexei with 30 to go. Vadim Frolov right in front of the net mouth, picked up by Bancroft. Alexei, that pass went out of the zone. Matis ran into his man. Clear interference, but no call on the play. Rodskov picking it up with 18 seconds to go in this game. Pass right into the slot and scoring, but it's waved off because the net has come off. And nonetheless, it doesn't matter. Rattlers still pick up a win. And Nikolai Urshov, in his first ever start in the GMHL, picks up a shutout. How about that?
Suspensions over this game.
Oh, it is? So the Bradford Rattlers skate off with a 6-0 victory over the Bancroft Rockhounds, and that will do it for us here. So for Nick Stella and the Bradford Rattlers organization, we bid you all a good hockey night.